Yeah, so my Jeep update, still Sunday, February, I think it's 27th, I believe. And it's about noon now, getting ready to break for lunch. Okay, I've been working on the Jeep, checking some things out. I cleared those other two codes, they cleared up, but I have an old code back, the P0138. And I haven't, there's two O2 sensors that I haven't changed out yet that might be the problem, but that code also says O2 sensor or fuel injector. So this thing's running fairly good, fairly smooth, so I'm not sure if it could be a fuel injector. I don't see any fuel leaks. I don't smell any fuel, so I'm not sure if it's injector. I'll follow up on the O2 sensor. Okay, we're inside right now. I'm trying to keep this clear off the dash here. Let's see. I'm gonna show you this code. And I do have an engine light. Okay, there's the code, P0138, and nothing else. Those other two codes cleared, and I think it was due to me pulling those relays while the battery was still hooked up. And I'm not sure, the ignition could have been on at the time, and that may have caused those codes. But anyway, they have cleared, but I have an old code back, so still got work to do. Anyway, that's my Jeep. That'll do it for now. It's lunchtime and I'll be back out this afternoon. Any progress, I'll do an update. My Jeep out. And good morning, my Jeep update. And yes, it's already March 1st, 2022. It's about 10 in the morning. I've been working since about 8. Just doing small detail stuff. I had a lot of grill work to do. I got my hood latch in. I got this bracket. I forget what you call this thing, but I got it back on. Now, in the future, I'm gonna have to replace this grill here because two of the tabs I think were already broken off. I broke this one right there myself, and you see what I did. I redneck zip tied them, and they're pretty solid. I cracked it here leaning against it. I put me a little bracket, and I couldn't find, I'm gonna put some bolts and small bolts when I get them, but I just zip tied them for now. And I put a zip tie there right now to keep that together, but I'll eventually replace this. That's minor stuff right now. Touched it up a little bit, but anyway, and my hood latch works. I was surprised. I shut the hood and it locked and it popped open again like it's supposed to, so I'm kind of happy about that. And now I ran into another problem, and I'm not sure, but it has to do, I'd have to get up underneath it to show, but at the front, the low front of the timing chain cover where it joins the oil pan. Anyway, those that are familiar with that area know what I'm talking about. I had to when I put all that back together, I had to put a seal, small gasket that takes place of the front of that old gasket off the oil pan, and I've got a little bit of oil seeping from one of the bolts. It's just barely seeping. It's not a bad leak, but it was leaking. Anyway, I got up underneath there yesterday, cleaned it up. I tightened the bolt. Now, I had them torqued down to I forget what it was. It might have been. It wasn't a whole lot. It might have been 25 pounds, or it might have been less. But I went ahead and I tightened that particular bolt down. And then I took a lot of RTV, and I put a thick layer of RTV all along that bottom. And I'm going to see what happens if it continues to seep. I'll make a plan for the future, because one of the things I have been worried about, this thing, high mileage, over 200,000 miles. I've replaced a lot of things on it, and if I continue getting a seepage from that area, that front area of that oil pan, I'm going to drop the oil pan, put a new oil pump in there, inspect the camshaft and crank and all that, and put a new oil pan gasket in there. So anyway, that's one of the future plans. Now, if that seepage stops, I'll probably run with it for a while, because I got good oil pressure. And but if I do drop the oil pan, I'm going to go ahead and change out the fuel pump. Anyway, that's my Jeep. And let me get in a little bit closer here. You know, I did a lot of redneck work today, you know, because these tabs are all broke off, and I'm not sure if there was tabs there, but this tab here was there. But I went ahead and just put a zip tie in that. I drilled some holes, one here, one here, one here. Then I went ahead and drilled one here, and I zip tied all in. And I put this here just to kind of close up that break there. I did that also by leaning against it over the engine working. I should have took it off, but I didn't really care, because I knew in the future I was going to replace it. Okay, that's the update for now. I may work some after lunch. I don't know if I want to fire it up again. I want to make sure that RTV is good and dry. I'm going to look at that, and then I'll go from there. That's my Jeep, out for now.